Hey y'all, it's spring break and we're taking some time off. In our absence, we wanted to post a rerun of an episode from season 1 with one of our very favorite guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our convo with Dr. Yazan. And we'll be back real soon with some new episodes. Oh, and don't forget your squats. 100 squats a day for all of April. So happy spring break, and we'll see you real soon.
Whoever said gym life is a lifestyle is full of shit. I mean, what we lift within those four walls makes us badasses. But it's how we deal with other shit that makes us strong.
CrossFit swole mates who spot each other in and out of the gym. We keep workouts tough and drink strong.
From barbells to bar crawls, this is a podcast about finding strength in and out of the gym. Can you keep up?
You do believe what?
You don't like my big butt?
I hate having a big butt. I would love a flat ass.
I was born... Really?
No.
Yes.
Because your pants hang.
I don't care. I want flat ass, flat chest. I just want to be like waif. Like, so I want to be like Victoria Beckham.
Well, you're not going to be.
Damn that.
I don't like having all that stuff. It's just like... I don't like it.
Embrace the curves.
You want to look like a man?
I just want to look like Victoria Beckham.
She doesn't look good.
And Kelly Ripa.
You were just
looks like a 13-year-old.
Okay, I want a little bit more boobs than that. Like, this much more.
I don't get that.
I don't know.
I love you, but I don't get it.
I don't like having all this junk in the
You
trunk.
don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Get
Get up. Let me see.
Nah, you just
Go
want me to
stand.
spin around so you take a video.
What?
I got no video.
Until you do.
Word.
I like big butts.
And I cannot lie.
Yeah.
I know.
Other brothers can't deny.
Want an itty bitty girl? See, I want to be the itty bitty girl.
When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face,
I don't want to get sprung.
you can't get sprung.
No.
You ain't got nothing to sprung.
To spring?
To spring?
Yeah,
Spring.
I would prefer to be curveless.
I don't get that. I really don't.
And just
I
wear
like
a size
curves.
2. Like a size 2. Everything fits.
You
could
want to
be
know
a
why?
2 with
Because
curves.
that's what the media shows us in the catalogs and everything.
Catalogs.
Are we on record?
Kim still gets catalogs.
Which
Say
one?
the
JC Penney's?
No, but I was thinking
Are you wait?
when I was thinking like back in college and high
In
school, you'd get the
1980?
J. Crew catalogs,
Yes.
and everybody's this, and
Yeah.
that's what you wanted to be,
Yeah.
and you still do.
I don't.
I think Kim still gets the Christmas catalog from JC Penney's.
I don't.
Do you,
I want it.
Do you earmark the pages for your mommy?
No, but I make the kids earmark
What? There's no more Toys R Us.
the Target catalog.
Yeah, Grayson does that too.
Target.
Target does send out a nice one.
My kids want to earmark the Best Buy catalog.
But I think that's what it's gonna be this year.
Well, they're old. They should.
Bryce will still. I don't know. Last
Yeah,
year it
yeah.
was all Nerf stuff. This year,
You mean
more
nerd stuff?
Nerd stuff.
I was so serious when I said that.
I'm
That's
like, what is
funny.
she talking about?
I was serious. I thought it was called nerd guns. I don't have kids.
Yeah, but it's
You
not
were
like,
a kid.
I never played with a Nerf gun.
Or a
I don't
nerd gun.
Don't you see commercials?
Yeah, but when I said it, it just
And
sounded
the other
perfectly
thing,
right.
She doesn't have a brother. Like the Nerf football or the Nerf.
Yeah, no, we didn't have all that.
True.
I mean, I know Lauren has Nerf guns for like her stepson. You know, he's 12 or 14 or something. They had a Nerf gun party or paintball party. I don't know. I'm sure I knew it was Nerf gun, but when I said nerd gun, I thought I was right.
Well, you were wrong.
Bitch.
Rude.
Well, just another day in our neighborhood.
Word. This is some strong shit.
Are you pumping your fist in happiness? Or
No, I wanted a different setting,
Are
but
you
it is what it
jerking off?
is, and I'm not going to change it because last time I changed it, it was like really. No.
so we're good. So we
we're
should
keeping it.
start this bitch off.
We started this bitch off.
Woo woo. I don't have the
Welcome.
bell on. Let me get the bell
Hold,
ready.
please. Hold for the bell.
Well, it takes forever for the bell to even
Well,
come
no,
back
because you
on.
are never prepared.
I'm buying us a bell, because I can't.
I actually found a bell at my house last night. I should have brought it.
I think I have a bell from a game we had.
Ding, ding,
Oh, I
ding,
might
ding,
have.
ding.
I've got the Staples Easy button, but I'm sure.
We talked about that before.
Yes, but
What
I'm
does it
sure
say?
that we
Needs
would
that.
have to pay because
Easy.
we're using
Who is listening to us? Danny?
He's the one who's going to turn us in.
You turn us in, Danny, and there goes your Tesla, buddy.
Right.
You go right ahead.
Because all of the sponsors we have are paying for that Tesla.
How else do you think we're going to pay for that shit? So if you turn us in, say bye-bye. What color did he get?
I don't know.
He hasn't gotten it yet.
I mean, what color did he ask for?
I don't know.
It's like Santa Claus. Yeah. Did he go online and do everything yet?
I don't know.
Danny, can you call me?
It's Santa
Danny,
Claus.
2 weeks. You're on the show, sir. I hope you're listening. Pay attention. You're on the show
Who's
in 2
gonna
weeks.
take care of our kids?
You have parents. Take them over to Phil. Phil. Yeah,
Phil's
Phil.
gonna be
Hey,
drunken.
Phil. Oh,
Right,
he's
we-
leaving.
We got to think about November. That's for offline.
We'll take that offline, my people. Hey,
So we're on. Hey, guys.
hey,
What's up? I'm
Bye,
Trisha.
goodbye. I'm Lisa. I'm Kim.
And this is
the hell is
Deadlifts
that?
and Drinks.
And drinks.
And we are drinking.
Yes.
Already.
Yes, we are.
And it's early.
And
It's
somebody
Almost
said,
noon.
Is it?
I mean,
Almost.
it's 11:30.
and someone
Well-
said, it's too early to drink. Who the hell are you?
You only drink mimosas this early. You don't
No,
drink
you-
freaking...
Have you never been to like a tailgate party?
Mm-mm.
Or what is it called? Hair of the dog?
Hair of the dog. Sometimes
But I don't
you
ever
gotta.
drink wine at 10 a.m.
Well,
No?
this is sangria.
Champagne, yes, but wine? I don't know.
What about a Bloody Mary?
I don't drink Bloody
Me,
Marys.
neither do
Really?
I.
Have you ever had one?
No.
I just can't do it. It just
If you don't like
disgusts me.
tomato juice,
I
then-
love tomatoes, but not juice. I like the olives and the stuff that goes
Well,
in
I
it.
like those big ones that has a whole meal inside of
With
it.
the shrimp,
The shrimp and the sausages.
crab
I don't know. I
legs
don't
and the
need a
crab.
meal.
piece
I
of
like
bacon in
drink.
there.
Ah, we-
Mon Ami Gabi, they do a whole
Bar.
Bloody Mary bar.
Can't do it. Me neither.
different hot sauces.
I would like to do. I'd like to drink dirty martinis too, but I can't.
Why?
No.
I just can't get with it.
Why-
I
what-
love
what-
olives, but I just olive.
The
Do
martini
you like
part.
all olives?
I
Every
do.
I don't like
color?
blue colored. I mean blue colored.
Blue.
It's too early.
I didn't know they had blue.
The blue olives, I'm not a fan.
Okay,
There's
that's
blue
good.
cheese stuffed olives.
Oh.
That's the only part I'd like is the blue
Gross.
cheese.
I could eat olives all day
But
long.
you like the green and the black.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You don't like any of
I
them?
hate olives.
Really?
Yes, I don't even like tapenade. You can throw a lot of shit in that tapenade, and I still don't want to eat it because I know,
You know what's the
basis
Best
isn't olives.
is like a muffaletta. Have you ever had a muffaletta?
God bless you.
From New Orleans.
From New Orleans, it's
I
like a
don't know.
big sandwich.
It's like a buffaletta.
It's a sandwich.
It's like
It's a sandwich. Is he gonna make it out of a big
that a
roll?
word?
in her world, yeah.
What?
No sandwich, yeah.
Oh, sandwich. And you put lots of meats and cheeses, but you put tapenade on the.
So good.
Oh, I love it. I used to make that for tailgate parties, and then slice it up into like little.
You should make it for
Podcast
podcast
party.
I could.
and
Except
leave the tapenade
I'll do half
off of mine.
tapenade and half
Thanks.
nut.
My daughter loves olives, and
yummy.
she even likes those.
You don't eat capers either, do you?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, it's so good.
And she takes those cups in her lunch, the peel off.
Oh, that
do you
no,
get
no.
the little black
I don't
ones?
eat
I'm
those.
like, you're gonna piss everyone off around you.
Why?
That and your tuna sandwich. Like, you're making a lot of friends.
Olives don't smell.
She likes tuna salad sandwich.
She likes everything.
My kids love tuna in a pita, but I never send it in lunch
Oh no, I don't
because
send it in
it's
lunch
like.
because it pisses
Steaks,
people
yeah.
off.
And also, I
Or
don't.
eggs.
I think that if you put it in the bread, by the time it gets there, it's
So
like
soggy. You
it's
gotta toast
soggy.
the bread up,
And that's
probably.
one of the things that grosses me out the most
Soggy
in
bread?
this world is soggy bread.
Leads us to a
Next.
No.
it doesn't.
Next podcast.
nice thing.
Soggy bread.
Soggy.
So I don't send it.
Bread.
Okay.
Well, I used to send it and then have them make it themselves.
Yeah.
And then Bryce yelled at me and said,
They had to work.
I don't want to have to make it myself.
Then you don't get this.
Well,
Then
you
you're
know, to
not
be
eating,
fair,
son.
they only have 20 minutes to eat.
True.
Oh, because it takes 85 of those minutes to make a sandwich? Now that pisses me off.
And none of that made sense at all.
I'm saying it doesn't take the 15 minutes to make the sandwich. You just do the thing and boom and eat the thing. But sidebar.
She's raising a man. So of course he wants to be lazy and not make
Yeah,
a sandwich.
I would make that man make that sandwich every day. You're making a sandwich. I don't care if it's
The
turkey.
kid would be, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
You know where the
Wait,
cups and the
wait.
water are.
He would die of thirst
But then he would be
before
dead.
he'd get
already.
his ass up and get away from YouTube enough to go get.
So you have to go cater to him? Miss, I cannot.
You should
Looks
heard
like we
Phil
know
the
who
other
we
day.
need to train.
Right.
No, I mean I'll wait. But if I get up to get myself something,
No, I'm
then
not getting
I'll
up.
get
I will
Oh,
have to
hell
stand
no.
him
Oh,
out. No.
I will get up and get myself something and then sit back down without his water.
Yeah. But do you have to wait on Phil?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do that to him. His wife is gonna hate you.
I mean, Phil and I are very courteous to each other.
of course, that's different.
But, Phil went off on him the other day. Get up, get your own drink.
Yes.
He just looked at Phil and just sat right back
And said,
down.
Mom, drink.
And I didn't get it.
You better
Good
not.
for you.
Yes,
You need to start teaching him how to do the laundry, the dishes, and everything.
I am very particular about the laundry.
Do his own
I
laundry.
am
We
very
don't care.
particular about laundry.
Well, then you're gonna have to
I
teach
don't
him
even
to
let
clean
Phil
the
do
toilet.
the laundry.
Fine, let the man clean the toilets or something. You got to toughen him up. He has to be ready for a wife.
He does the dishes.
He's got to be ready for a wife because he's almost 9.
I know. And he loves to cook. Loves to cook. And he does the dishes. So I'm like, okay.
You started to say something and you're not even going to remember what you were going to say.
By the by.
By the by. All right,
BTB.
by that face.
I was gonna say that's disgusting that you let the child eat olives out of a little Tupperware thing. That's
No,
disgusting.
they
Ew.
have them.
She
They have them
wants
like
to.
little applesauce things.
Ew,
And they're already,
that sounds disgusting. Is
It
it all like
is. I
gelled
agree
up?
with you. No, it's like in water.
it's like water, like how you get your black olives.
I like mine in a jar
What? Black olives in a jar?
Can't
Black olives
send
come
a
in a
jar.
can.
or in a
a-
can. Yeah.
Or from the Wegmans
Yeah.
Impasto bar.
Yeah, but not in a little plastic thing that you slurp
Yeah,
peaches
it's like the
out
Mount
of.
Olive or something like that, and then you just pull the top off like.
Like an applesauce
Like an
thing,
applesauce.
And then
I hate
there's
applesauce.
5 olives in there.
I can't eat applesauce.
This is another sidebar off of our sidebar. The doctor told Shane he's got to try different vegetables and whatever
Good.
I give him. He has to take 2 bites. If he doesn't like it, fine.
Good.
So we made asparagus, and he took a bite, and I said, "It's gonna make your peas stink." And he's like, "Oh hell no! I am not having any more of this."
Ma'am,
Why would I say that?
Why would you
See, my kid would be going.
I want
let
to
me
eat some.
more.
Yeah, I thought that you were gonna be like, I'm gonna eat more so I can smell it.
No.
Well, to make him eat beets.
But how
His
do you
pea turns red.
explain that? Oh yeah, that'll go over well. How do you explain that to a kid? He's like, "Why does it make your peas smell?" I said, "I don't know."
Because it's asparagus. That's just how it rolls.
There's a chemical in the asparagus
Don't say
that
chemical.
change. Oh, I was trying to explain. Phil was asking, I don't understand. There's a diet where all you can eat is cheese and ranch dressing. So
It's the cheese and ranch dressing diet.
And so I was trying to explain it to him, and Bryce turns around and he goes, Mom, am I at home? I don't want to learn anything. Stop. Stop with the science talk.
You should just tell Phil to listen to the keto episode. He'll be fine.
Oh,
Wait, I
wherever-
lost that one.
wherever it
The
may
lost
be.
file.
The lost
We will
episode.
find it around episode 57. We will find it, and we will be.
Well, we'll just play it. We'll
Yeah.
air it because it'll be so much
We've
better.
got a couple of those under our belts that we may have to bring out of
Hiding.
Huh.
Awesome.
Interesting.
At least 2.
So what are we drinking?
Well, it's Sunday. So
And it's fall.
And it's
we're having
October.
a Halloween sangria with Kraken rum in
What
it.
the fuck
Kraken.
is Kraken?
Kraken is rum.
I thought it was like butt cracking. I didn't never heard of Kraken rum.
I hadn't either.
Okay, thank you.
It's the Kraken. So it's red wine.
Have you heard of Kraken rum before you went to the store and bought it?
I already had it. That's why I decided to use that instead of buying brandy.
Damn, and they say brandy.
I'm a fine girl.
I've
Trish has
never heard that song.
All right. So
Anyway, we'll put the recipe
Kraken.
up. It's it's regular sangria. Oh no, it's not regular sangria
It's
because I
not.
grilled the fruit.
yeah.
I
It's
found a
pretty
recipe.
good.
I found a recipe that was sangria, Halloween sangria, but they grilled
Do
the
you have a
oranges.
grill?
I have a flat thing
A
in the
grill
bobber.
pan?
Yeah, a
To
grill
put on
thing.
a stove
So
top.
I grilled the oranges and I grilled apples. It didn't want apples, but I put apples in it anyway.
Oh, I like the apples.
Yeah, it said grapes. What the fuck?
No.
What do I need grapes for?
The recipe doesn't know that it's fall. And
Oh, it does because it's a Halloween sangria.
that's bullshit.
For Halloween.
Okay, so
But
maybe
they're
that was
not
their
in
thing.
season.
They're not? I thought grapes,
Grapes
are always in
are
season.
always in season.
Okay, I don't
It's
know what
it's
the hell I'm
it's
talking about.
it's wine weather, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Isn't this when we
Hashtag
crush
true.
the
It is
grapes?
red wine weather. Anyway,
Yeah, you're right.
I left the grapes off, and I did apples, oranges, and lemons, and I grilled them.
Yum.
And I've had this simmering overnight, and it's delicious. It's pretty
And
good.
it is delicious.
It is
I'm
pretty
very
good.
much
I'm surprised.
enjoying it.
Me too.
Kraken
Rum instead of brandy.
and what kind of wine?
I just
shouldn't
grabbed
ask.
2 that I had.
Just
the
red.
wine. In the
I don't
winery.
think the wine really matters.
It doesn't.
In sangria.
I just grabbed the
Actually, I think
cheapest
the
2 red
cheapest-
wines.
the
That's what I
cheapest
had.
the better.
Yeah, I had to look them up.
Dry? Did you?
I just grabbed. I
red.
googled. I looked at what I had, and I googled them to see which ones were cheap, and those are the ones I used.
Ding ding ding.
So this is $30 worth of wine.
I am enjoying it.
I like it.
I think this is a perfect.
We should have brought the picture over here.
Sunday.
No.
we
Trisha
wouldn't
would have knocked it over.
Yeah, probably would have.
Well, as long as she knocks it over, not us.
Good work. Yeah. So, speaking of Kraken, did you guys ever? This got me thinking about it when we were talking
What
about-
is Kraken gonna remind her of? I can't wait.
This reminds me of, and I hope you guys remember this movie. Back in the day,
Our day or Trisha's day?
Trisha's
Y'all's day.
our day,
Y'all's day.
and I only remember watching it on HBO. It was with Harry Hamlin, and it was about.
Was it a made-for-TV movie?
No, well, I don't know. It might have. I have no idea because
Harry
I only saw it
Hamlin?
on HBO. Old.
The Night Court guy?
No.
No,
Harry
LA
Hamlin
Law guy.
is married
Oh,
to
Rena.
Rena.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Rena.
He was about it had like Perseus and Medusa
I was saying,
and
who's Perseus?
Perseus was who he played, I think.
No.
So what is that called?
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology. It was about all the Greek mythology,
Yeah, we
and
didn't
he was
see that.
going to save.
Was this homework?
No,
Then I didn't watch
You
it.
have okay. Our homework is to watch this movie because it's old and it's bad. It's a bad B
so
movie.
many things I
Why
gotta
you want us
watch.
to watch something bad?
Wait, just 15 minutes of it because it's hilarious. Well, actually, I haven't watched it in 20 years.
Yeah.
But it's Harry Hamlin, and I remember him pulling out
This is why
Medusa's.
we talk over her. This right here is why we interrupt
can't
and
even.
talk over her.
But here's the reason why. So there's this big ocean monster called the Kraken.
That's why
and-
they call this the Kraken.
And so
Is there an
Perseus
ocean
comes
monster
up.
on the label?
Perseus comes and he has Medusa's head. You do know what Medusa does when you look into her eyes,
She
right?
turns into snake heads. Snakes.
She
on her-
has snake heads. She
and her-
turns you into stone if you look at her. So he pulls out Medusa, the big Kraken monster looks at her, she makes him turn into stone, and then he cracks apart. So we used to say the Kraken's Kraken.
Can't wait until I have to Instagram this episode.
Well, that is good, actually.
wait.
She just gave you something, because otherwise I went to sleep.
Trisha, wake up! We're doing a podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Kim, thank you for adding that.
That's great. They do call this the Kraken, so maybe that is why. I don't know why. But
I have no why. I have no why.
she's cut off.
She's cracking.
It is 11:36.
Cracking.
That bitch is cut off, because she crazy.
All right, so we have our drink, our Halloween drink.
Our Halloween
And
drink.
our wad is another lady friend, Diane. The only one who can actually complete this wad is our Kraken friend over there. Kim K. The K now stands for Kraken.
Yes! Oh, that's perfect! No, I really can call you Kim K.
Diane is deadlifts and handstand push-ups. This is 21 reps and then 15 and then 9. And Kim's the only one who can do the handstand push-ups because Kim is our resident gymnast.
Word. Did you see that picture that was posted this weekend? Oh, it wasn't
we didn't
posted.
post it yet.
Oh, you could post that picture of Kim doing a handstand.
Yeah, girl.
When I was
as a 4-year-old.
what was that? No,
Oh,
I
right.
think it
Maybe
had to have been
6.
like 8 or 8.
You've been doing handstands your whole life.
Yeah, I bet in the belly.
Trish and I can't even go upside down for 3 seconds before we're
Without you guys
spinning.
Falling.
up.
As soon as
So,
we even attempt it, we were
what
falling over.
did we do instead of handstand push-ups?
I did box things.
Yeah,
I was on the
you
box
did-
and boom
Yeah,
and
you
thing.
did push-ups with your feet on the box.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It works.
And it works. It's because your top half is upside down, but your legs are resting comfortably on a box.
It sucks. I hate it, and I still get dizzy, and I cheat.
And it's the best thing is like getting off of that box.
Oh.
You always look like some kind of a graceful swan.
Definitely a graceful swan. I never do the real numbers for that, so it's 21, 15, 9. I
What the
probably
fuck?
I
You-
don't.
you
I can't.
lie?
Yeah, I cheat on this.
Do you know
cheat?
that?
I totally do. I cheat on handstand push-ups because I hate them and I get so dizzy and I hate doing them.
You lied to
I
us.
lie. I don't do it. I probably did a total 21, 15, 9. How much is that? 30, 45? I probably did 9.
Did you at least do the right deadlifts?
Oh yeah, deadlifts, I love that. But handstand push-ups, no, I hate them. I don't do it right. I let y'all, when y'all are done, I'm like, okay, I guess I could be done now. Let me roll off this box.
God damn it.
No wonder you finished
no
before
idea.
us.
I hate them. They're the worst. I honestly probably really do 9 correctly. Honestly. Crackly.
I love them.
We know. And
No, I think it's because, I don't know.
it's because you can, and you're good at it, and you're graceful, and you're beautiful
Well,
when you're
no,
upside
please.
down. And Trisha and I have not programmed any into our recent workouts because we can't do it.
Hate it.
So,
But before we left and came to this gym, you were doing wall walks.
Yeah, they sucked. And we
and
hated
you know
them.
why I do them? Because you can.
What
twerk
are you
down a
doing?
little bit.
You're twerking.
Because you put your legs up on the wall and you're like, oh.
And I never did all of those either. The last
You
time
didn't do those either?
Hell no. The
Damn
last
it,
time we did that
Trisha.
in the box, we did them and then we ran and then we came back in and we did them and we had something else in the middle.
You did
It
like
was
4
and we
of
had
them?
to touch our shoulders.
I probably do like 3 and then I'm like, okay, I'm down. Vertigo.
Remember that one time when that one coach, she said, you know what? You can skip the running part. You just sit here and stand on
that's
the wall
'cause
and
you
start
were,
touching your
doing
shoulders.
The real thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you never
hurt.
came outside. That's the day I'm talking
So-
about.
You
You never
never
ran
came.
really. Yeah,
After that.
yeah. You did
I
that.
couldn't move my arms,
That's
my
the
shoulders.
stupidest exercise I've ever heard. Who the fuck needs to be upside down? If God wanted us to be upside down, He'd have made us upside down.
What?
Yeah.
Or
what-
she.
She, he, whatever you want to call the father be or mother, the
What?
gods of all gods, would have made us walk on our hands if that's what we were supposed to do.
I would agree with that.
He could have done that.
But we can.
But some of us can, and those of us who can should.
Have a ball.
Right, but that we need to do.
Don't
that
inflict
more.
that on
I
me.
do.
No,
I,
we don't. No,
I
we
do
don't.
get a headache from it.
Yes,
From
of
being
course you
upside
get a
down.
headache.
From being upside down.
And then my sinuses kick in, my eyes hurt, got to take the contacts
Bulge.
off. And then my belly is like slaps me in my nose. It's the stupidest thing.
Your belly hits you before your boobs.
No, those boobs definitely get her.
Boob- the boobs stop at the mouth though. I can give myself a little tickle. It's the belly that keeps me from breathing.
You motorboat yourself?
I do. Been a while, so I gotta give myself a little something.
Oh my
Oh, the
god.
visual.
So we did Diane, we did our deadlifts, and Kim did her handstand push-ups, and we did our box handstand push-ups.
Some of us did.
And side note, any of you sore from the TRX the other day?
I was sore all week.
My shoulders are sore. I'm
Yeah.
proud of us.
It feels good. In my chest, right here.
Yeah, I
Your
feel that.
chesticles.
My chesticles.
Uh-huh. We did some TRX exercises, and we didn't really know what we were doing, but we did them, and
I think people were laughing at us. It's, as much as we were laughing at people
I
were
am
probably laughing at us. That was a
so
mess.
waiting for one of those trainers to come in and say,
What are y'all doing?
"Excuse me, you're gonna hurt yourself."
and at that point, I'm gonna hand him a deadlifts and strength tattoo,
Yes.
and I'm gonna say, "Go fuck yourself."
But if it's that cute one,
What cute one?
there's the one cute one that's on the second floor.
He's not cute.
You don't know who I'm talking about.
You talking about the one that talks to us? He was upstairs, downstairs.
No, not
No,
that one.
no.
Oh.
He's I don't know, maybe late
Is it
20s?
the one that I needed the clip the other day, and he helped me find a clip?
Uh-huh.
Good
I don't know, I don't
podcasting,
remember.
Dead air.
Wow.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember who you asked.
All right, no worries. We'll
Anyway.
move on.
How's ever cute
He
one and
looks
you never
like, he
showed
looks
me
like
to him?
Magnum PI.
Say what?
The new one or the,
The new
old
Magnum
one?
PI.
We don't need to go
Who I
back to
texted
that,
you guys
right?
last night.
Wait.
Did you watch it?
We're on it's like on week 3 or 4 now. I haven't watched.
Did you watch any of it?
Oh, I've watched. Yeah, I watched episode 1 and 2.
Well, I had because we talked about it last time. I hadn't watched it, so I'm like, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's really not that good.
yeah, that's why I didn't go back.
What? A
I didn't
CBS
go back.
show?
It
Isn't
wasn't
that
good.
With
No,
the,
I only watched 20 minutes
with
of
the
it. It wasn't
Hawaiian
good.
Magnum PI?
I mean, he's
Guys,
hot.
I mean,
He's
he was
worth looking
cute.
at. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
worth looking at. But
So is our guest later on today, and we can't wait to talk to him.
word.
Hot.
Word.
So let's get to that in a minute.
Yeah, probably. Okay, let's move on to our gym victories since
I
we're
had
talking
to
about the
focus
gym.
your shit out.
Focus.
You had to
We have
what?
Lots of time.
Focus, you two.
Oh, because we were getting.
You went down that Magnum PI path, and we can't go down that rabbit hole again.
I feel like it needed to come full circle, and we needed to end it.
It's not over because I'm gonna watch it again because he is very
You are?
handsome. I mean, I'll fall asleep to that shit.
Good.
Episode 1 was okay. Episode 2,
You know how I am. If it doesn't grab me,
well, we know.
that.
Hey,
You
we
love
know you
being
like to
grabbed.
be grabbed.
All right, girls. So gym victory this week. One for me was Kim and I went to the gym 5 days this week.
We did. All 5 days. High five, sister.
Whoop, whoop.
All 5 days.
That was some good shit. That's why my
So
whole
proud
entire
of you.
and we
body
did
hurts.
good.
My vagina lips hurt. My whole body hurts.
What kind of exercises
What were
were
we
you
doing?
doing?
Well,
She was doing different exercises.
when y'all was on the Stairmaster, I was
Doing
working other
vagina
parts.
lip lifts.
That's where you disappeared to.
There's a machine.
It's a vibrating machine.
You just hook your lips up. Hook your lips up. And
Stop! That's disgusting. Anywho, 5 days is incredible for us.
That was great. That was
Because
good.
between work and life
Yeah, we don't-
and whatever, we rarely make it.
yeah,
But
we're usually a
It's
3
not
to
that
4.
we rarely make it. We rarely make it 5 days.
5 days straight.
Correct.
Is
We each usually get in 3.
yes.
We
In a
aim for
combination.
5. Yeah.
I think we aim just to go. We don't care. But this
This
week
is
was
true.
5 days for us.
And you know
It
what I
really
was
good.
thinking about? That because my schedule at work is so crazy right now that I can be there at 11 or I can be there at 1 or I have to. At our old place, that would have never worked.
No,
Like I would have.
we wouldn't have got those 11 days,
I
11
would've
hour, 11
not-
o'clocks in.
I
We
lo-
did that
I-
twice this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
I like having the flexibility.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally. You know what I liked about the 11? Because you know me, I usually wake up at 11. It made my day a little bit longer.
What?
Oh,
Were
right.
you waking up earlier? Made your
No,
day longer?
not just that, but you're getting the workout done, so you have all this
Earlier.
extra time.
I had the
after.
time on the back end
On
to
the back end.
actually do some work for once.
Yeah.
What a,
By the
what
by,
a crazy idea, waking up earlier.
see
As
now.
we were calling her this morning,
Saying,
saying,
wake up, get your pooping. 'cause
Wait a
we
second.
outside.
Wait a second. What time did you wake up yesterday?
Oh, noon. It was
Yes, queen.
so good.
That's a cheers, a real
That
cheers.
was awesome.
I love
So
that.
good.
I stayed in bed till 6 yesterday, and I'm proud of that shit.
PM.
You think they didn't know? I literally got out of bed at 6, took a shower, and went to the grocery store.
Why'd you even take a shower at that point?
I just felt like I was in
she's
bed.
Trisha. She had to shower off
Ugh. I felt
the
so gross.
bed
Yeah.
germs. When is the last time you woke up at 6 a.m.?
Friday, right?
No.
Yeah, but then you went back to bed.
Yeah. Like wake up and get up and
You got
live.
up and texted us,
Yeah.
and then went back to bed.
Yeah, well.
And then
that's
you were
all right.
late for the gym.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know we were
noon.
going at 11.
Oh, 11.
We went at
I'm
11 that day.
sorry,
That wasn't
I'm
my fault.
sorry.
The last time I woke up at 6 a.m. was for the wedding in
Oh.
that one wedding.
When
that
you
was,
Where you had to get on a plane?
No, the one up in Baltimore.
Yeah, the Baltimore wedding. So
Right.
beginning of the month, I woke up at 6. Actually, I didn't sleep that
The
night
beginning
at
of
all.
September or the
beginning of
October?
September. Yeah. Beginning of September. I didn't go to
love
sleep
you.
at all. I was just up
Oh.
and working by 6 a.m.
Trooper.
I know, man. I can only do that once a month, though. I got it in me.
Are we also going to talk about our wicked hardcore?
Yes, let's do it.
Because my core is hurting all the time.
I sure hope so.
And it's hurting during the workout. It's hurting after the
I
workout.
feel like when I am doing the plank, I'm like, I can feel every crunch,
Yeah, it's torture.
every leg lift.
But those leg lifts kill me.
Oh, see, I like the leg lifts.
I think we should actually do today's while we're here right now.
Go ahead.
Because I missed
like
yesterday.
you wanted me to have a couple drinks and then do that.
That's
we're
what
gonna-
my son makes
I'm
me
going to
do.
do it. I'm going to plank for a minute
I do
while
have to
we're
say,
here.
I'll
be
I do
silent
have
for
to
a
say,
minute.
God damn it.
She does have to say
We need a counter. We need a counter.
What do you have to say?
Thank
Kim?
God for my son. He makes me do it.
Yes, you're lucky.
Every-
Because I don't get it in every day.
Every day. He's like, Mom, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're at 40 crunches, 40 this, 80 a minute, whatever it is.
So
And
maybe
he is
he
doing
should
it.
plan our November.
He would love it. He's actually very, very into it, and I'm glad he is. And it's a thing that we do together. And I think that's the way to get through it is you have a buddy, someone to be accountable to, and I made this on a post, or I said this on a post, is that now that we're into the back end of the month and the numbers are getting higher, break it up.
Yes.
It's the only way to do it. Break it up.
I haven't broken it up
Yeah.
just yet.
And
But today I'm sure I will be.
I'm okay with the plank and I'm okay with the leg lifts.
Oh, the leg lifts are the torture.
It's the crunches because I'm like, okay, we'll do half and half.
Oh, see, I
2020.
I haven't had to break up just yet. But I'm sure today will be that day where I have to, because we're at, what, 70 now?
Something like that, yeah.
The other thing people
gross.
need to remember is if you haven't been doing it all month, but you want to participate, just
jump in.
do it and do what you can. You don't
Jump
go,
in from the beginning of the month.
Start at the beginning and then do it. You can start your 30 days, take the calendar and start your 30 days today, and then go into November. But we don't want you to feel like it's all or nothing, and you got to do today's number. You just need to do it. Just move.
Today we're at 65, 50, 50.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
We've got a couple of followers, a couple of friends who are doing it, and they are religious about it, and they're really doing a good job with it.
We're proud of them.
Sure are. Now.
And don't forget to post your pictures or make a comment and hashtag Wicked.
What is it, Trisha? What's the hashtag?
Hashtag hard wikicore.
Wicked Hardcore.
Wicked Hardcore,
Wicked.
Trisha.
Or even deadlifts and drinks. We'll take both.
Oh, damn sure we will.
I'll take anything.
I got a gift for you guys. Do I give it to you now or do I give it to you at our next podcast?
Well, now. But I'm going to get another drink.
Okay.
So are you.
Let's pause this ish.
We're going to pause while we get more drinks.
You have to tell them?
Well, yeah. Because then when we come back, it won't
Hey,
sound like
you
all...
just be
You know what? You don't even get involved with the technical part of
My
it. all right?
ears are losing weight because of these.
We talked about doing more
Okay,
on
we're
our,
back.
on our YouTube page. Okay, I saw these. Hey, deadlifts and drinks.
And we got to...
Whoa, my sangria is over there.
Oh,
Can someone
mother
go get it for
effer.
me?
Yep.
All right, so I was buying my nuts and my salami at 7-Eleven the other day.
What? She does.
Like I do. I buy nuts and...
That's salami?
I mean, not salami, like
pepperoni
jerky, whatever.
sticks.
Oh. Dicks?
Maybe.
And I saw this at the checkout, and
Yeah.
I did a double take. Like, am I looking at that right? And then I took a picture, and I was like, I gotta send
Is
this
this
to
our
Trisha and Kim.
7-Eleven?
Well, no, it wasn't. But I bought these at our 7-Eleven.
Oh, so they're
they're
at all
everywhere.
7-Eleven.
They are everywhere.
I'm scared.
So I took a picture, and I was like, nope, Lisa,
Won't do it
nope.
justice.
You need to wait. You need to wait for the podcast and get a reaction on the podcast.
All right, let's close our eyes while you
So
prepare.
I need you guys to explain these to me.
Closing my
And
eyes.
there's a variety of them.
They're still closed.
Okay, here, this one's for you. This one's for you. All right, so these are called wrap snacks.
Rat snacks.
Mine is Fetty Wap. Honey jalapeno. Fetty Wap.
Oh my God, it's Fetty Wap.
These are chips. These
He
are
is so
potato
ugly.
chips.
He is so ugly.
Look, he got one eye rolled up in his head.
Fetty Wap kind of has
His
that.
eye does that. He has a,
His eye does.
Okay,
he doesn't.
so I don't need my bag of chips to have his ugly mug with his eye rolled up in his head.
No, he doesn't have an eye in real life.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Fetty. All right, what kind do you have, Trisha?
I have little Romeo.
You got little Romeo?
Master P's son.
Oh, it is Mr. P.
And
son,
his
that's
barbecue. Wait, read it.
Barbecuing with my honey. My honey dip is what it should have said.
right. Okay, it's got like lyrics in
And
the
what
back.
is yours, Kim?
Fabulous. Fabulous New York.
What? Who
Fabulous
did
New
this?
York Deli Cheddar.
You guys.
My pops taught me to keep your head on straight and do what you love. Romeo.
And this says, nobody put me on. I got up and worked extremely hard for what I have. Nobody can take that away from me.
Nobody
Fetty
put me
Wap.
in a corner.
These are a fucking bag of potato chips. This isn't like a quote book.
Rap snacks. This is stop trying to skip the struggle. That's where character is built. The hunger for more is created.
What?
All right.
So embrace it. Feed off
I
of it.
just
This is the...
Fabulous. Can I
I-
say something?
Can-
I have
yes,
never
please.
heard of Fabulous.
Oh.
Have you?
Yes, of course. Fabulous. He has lots of songs.
Here you
You
are.
have never heard of
No,
him.
Bible. Yeah.
I wish I could have bought a Post Malone bag of chips.
Oh, I'm sure
Love-
that's coming. I'm
I'm
sure that's
sure
the
it's coming.
second edition.
I looked a little strange last night buying these bags of chips and a Powerball ticket. And they were like, ma'am, you're the first one ever to buy these chips.
Well, let's look at the date. Oh, we're good till February 25th.
This is November 19th.
Oh, we better eat those first.
Fetty
The
Wap.
honey jalapenos.
Really, guys? This is what you all wanted to do?
And Trisha 10 minutes ago was like, you saw that they were chips, and
Yeah,
you
that's
went,
what I
it's something about a black person, right?
I don't know what you said that made me think that. I guess when I saw it was chips, I figured it must be a crazy flavor.
It is. It's a crazy flavor.
Yeah.
There's no flavor flav.
Why does your chips look different than ours?
Who am I?
Uh-huh.
Because they're fabulous.
Oh, that must have been the first round or the second round because ours look the same and hers looks like the new
What do
edition.
you mean?
Look at the font and everything.
Oh, this is the
They
new
changed.
edition because mine expires February 25th, 2019.
Nothing makes me want to eat chips more than a man with one eye.
Mine too.
Look at it! Look at
I
it!
hate him. I hate him.
Let me see his.
Look at it!
I hate him.
No, look at
him in real life.
Yeah, he's got one freaking eye.
I
Which
don't like
you
him
know
ever.
what? Like, he's a successful rapper, whatever. I don't want you on my bag of chips. Look at it.
Those will probably
It's an
really
illustration of him with one eye.
I hate it. I
Alright.
think he's so unattractive.
No, thank you,
I don't
guys.
like ugly people.
Ugly.
Lies you tell.
He can't help he only
If you
has
look
one
at
eye.
him from the other
No,
side,
he looks
he's-
creepy to me. I've seen him on TV and I'm like, ugh.
Really?
Like
What is
Post
he-
Malone is not attractive. Like, dude, I need y'all
Have
to.
you seen him smile with all that big old grill?
Have you? What is Fetty Wap sing? Rap.
I don't fucking know. Fabulous was back in like the early 2000s. I don't think Fabulous has current.
I don't
Fabulous shouldn't be on the bag of chips, is what
And
you're saying.
Romeo does not sing anymore, or rap, or whatever. He's
No.
in.
He's
he,
like a car dealer.
Didn't
he was in college playing football. I don't.
thought-
I think he's older
he
now,
was.
though.
Wasn't
Thought
that
he was
Lil
in-
Romeo?
Empire.
There's Lil Romeo.
Uh,
He's Romeo Miller.
I think he was Little Romeo,
Now he's
but
Bag of
as,
chips,
as a
Romeo.
grown up, he's Romeo Miller.
he's
No.
barbecuing with my honey.
Dip. I need dip. This is fantastic, guys. Get
I'll
your-
let you guys know if there's more different
yeah.
types.
Yeah, because I
I
mean, if there's an
just-
M&M bag, I would like that.
Well, there's M&Ms everywhere.
I think there's gonna be an M&M
Not like
bag.
Eminem the rapper, but
Yeah.
M&M's like the candy.
Romeo
talking about the
Miller.
So yeah, I was totally confused by this.
Ooh,
and
Romeo Miller's different from Little Romeo, dude.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He's
Well,
grown. Is Romeo Miller? Are you looking at him on Instagram? Is he like a lawyer?
no.
Quavo.
He's in his dad's company in Master P's company, but he went to. I want to say he went to like Southern USC.
What,
He
Lil
played
Romeo?
football. No, Romeo Miller.
Oh, is an American rapper, actor, entrepreneur, and model.
Hey.
Percy is his
And
first name.
You know how he models on potato chip bags,
Right.
Clearly.
Percy. That's his
Oh,
dad's
no.
name.
This is Little Romeo.
I told
Master
you.
P.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Percy's his dad.
Sonia Miller is his mom. So that's where the Miller comes
They had
from.
Miller is his dad. Duh.
Oh, is Master P's last name Miller?
Yeah. What you thought it was?
His
P?
name is
P.
Master P.
Percy.
Miller.
Master Percy Miller.
Mr. Percy Miller.
This girl's learning so much today.
Now we need to figure out Fetty
He's
Wap.
5'11".
Yeah. Even.
Sorry.
What's his sign? This is vertical.
Fetty.
Ugh, don't look up
Spell
Fatty
it
Wap.
right.
He's from Jersey. I did. I know how to spell Fetty Wap. Remy Boy. He's from the Remy Boys,
Oh, good.
What?
who broke out solo in 2015 with Trap Queen.
Trap Queen. I love that song.
His partner is Masika. Oh, he's got 3 kids.
I mean, I'm. Never mind.
Zaviria Maxwell, Kari Barbie Maxwell, Aiden Maxwell.
Barbie?
That's what it says.
Barbie Wap.
He must have an eyeball in this picture.
What?
No, like, oh, here he's winking. Never mind.
Maybe it's a contact.
No. The man lost the eye in a stabbing or a shooting. I don't know.
And then he became a famous rapper. And a famous chip.
Bag
He's
guy?
a chip.
He's a chip bag
He's
guy.
a chip guy.
Anyway, thank you guys for appeasing me with that. Because
Woo,
I didn't know
child.
what to do with myself when I saw those.
Woo! I think the kids
Wow.
will eat these up with their idols.
I looked a little silly buying them at 7-Eleven, but
These are my most favorite rappers. I'm never going to open these. They're going to be at the back.
Did you guys know that what Fetty is slang for? Fetty is money,
so his name is Money Wap?
as he was known for making money.
What is Wap?
WAP
wallet?
was added to the end of the name to perform under in tribute to Gucci Mane's alias Guwap. I don't know. That's just what it says. Sorry. That's all I got.
Start calling her Trisha Wap. Or Fetty Trisha.
I want to be Fetty because I don't need that money, baby. Give me that paper.
Oh, boy.
Wow, we really went there.
We went there. So, and we have a guest coming up.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to take a minute and refill our drinks.
Again?
Yeah. God damn it, Kim. Can't we make a transition without you telling our secret?
Can I just say, it is never me.
It's always
It's you right now, though.
99% of the time it's you. 85% of the time you do it. I'm like,
That math
me.
is really bad.
Thank God you're not a teacher.
99% of the time she's doing it.
This is true.
85% you are doing it, but not all of the time with her.
All right.
Sometimes.
All right, let's back it up. Yes, we have a guest coming on.
Really?
Yes, we do.
Hopefully.
Well, we think.
It's our first ever guest.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
no, not true. Sorry, other guest. It's our first ever Skype guest.
That is
Which, cross your fingers,
Cross your toes, cross your vagina lips.
cross them all.
That's a
That
big
make it
lips.
right.
If you
May
can
have
cross
some
those
You
lips,
should be able to do it. You strengthened them up. They
I
should be
strengthen
able to,
them, but I tighten them. They don't have much sag.
They don't have
Anyway.
not much give.
No give.
So we're gonna take a pause. We'll come back with an intro, and then we'll come back with our guest.
Wow, that's a lot of back and forth.
We got lots of stuff to do.
What?
All right,
Cut that.
cut that shit.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, you're the best. We're so excited to have you. Thank you for doing this. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
How many of you are there?
3.
3. Okay, great. Nice to meet you all.
we will introduce ourselves individually.
I'm Trisha.
Sure.
I'm the one that's been texting you the most, or whatever we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
All
Lisa.
right.
I'm the one who originally said, be on our podcast and then marry us.
And I'm Kim, and I did none of those things.
Fair enough.
Well, we're so excited to have you on today for multiple reasons. Number one, because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you're a doctor, and we are women, and it's important for us to
Know these things.
know these things and talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The whole point of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month is to raise awareness, after all.
Yes, and we are women, and we are women who are speaking to women,
And we're women who have breast.
and we have breasts.
Question for you: how do we pronounce your name so we don't mess it up?
Yazan.
Yazan. Okay.
I was right.
Awesome.
Sort of in my New York accent
Yeah,
way.
for sure.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself, your school, your background, hobbies, and we know you like fitness
And music.
Yeah.
Sure. So a little bit about myself. So I am a hematologist and oncologist. I treat blood disorders and cancer in Cleveland, Ohio. My background is Syrian and Canadian, and I moved to America 4 years ago to pursue my career.
Excellent.
I'm also interested in other activities like the arts and fitness and so forth. And yeah, I'm excited to be here today.
Awesome. What made you want to become a doctor, and specifically a doctor in cancer research, cancer treatment?
Well, I first decided back in high school. A lot of it has to do with me as a person. I'm someone who's very compassionate and empathetic, and I'm also someone who likes to create change. And to me, the best way to sort of use my skills and other qualities to create impactful change and meaningful change in a community was through medicine and healthcare. To me, being a champion for someone's health was the most important thing or method to help them. And a lot of that is, available in oncology and hematology. There's so many opportunities to create change. There's a lot we don't understand. There's a lot of new treatments that we can develop. And at the same time, the it's just beyond rewarding to be able to talk to patients and tell them your cancer has been cured. So the compassionate aspect of it is also very meaningful.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have a ton of questions for you, but I think we're going to just jump right into the breast cancer questions in terms of,
All right.
how about like self-checks, mammograms, stuff like that. What do
do we
girls
do?
that in the 20s, 30s, 40s need to know?
So when it comes to screening for breast cancer, some organizations recommend starting at age 40, while others recommend starting at age 50.
No.
Personally, I follow the American Cancer Society and the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, which recommend starting at 40 annually. But a lot, in the time period between the 40s and the 50s, a lot of this can be individualized based on risk factors and other preferences. But in general, it's, to me, I recommend starting in the 40s. And based on the results of mammograms, subsequent screening can be determined, but it's usually annual. For younger women younger than 40, a lot of it has to do with risk factors. So if there's family members who have cancer, or if someone has been exposed to radiation, or they're having symptoms, then they should get checked. We generally do not recommend self-checks anymore, as we did before, but rather a clinical breast exam, which is done by a clinician. And that's mainly because it's something that has been previously associated with a lot of false positive testing and unnecessary procedures and so forth.
That's really interesting.
So should we still do a regular breast check ourselves just to make sure?
Well, it's best that this is done by a clinician. Mm-hmm. So someone who has experience clinically in doing clinical breast exams, more so than self-breast. There's nothing, I guess, wrong. You're always welcome to do self-breast exams, but this is at the risk of you're always going to find something, especially with younger women. There's a lot of benign masses that can be felt, and this can trigger a lot of anxiety and a lot of unnecessary testing in this young age group. So it's preferred that this is done clinically by a clinician.
So it can't hurt, but you should also do it with a clinician.
Or take the steps after you do your self-exam. If you feel like you find something, go to a clinician so that they can
do it and double check.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Got it.
So we talk a lot about exercise and diet in our podcast. Do you have any recommendations or suggestions in terms of breast cancer prevention for fitness and exercise?
Yes, absolutely. So there are many risk factors that have been established for breast cancer. And the ones that are related to health, so for example, obesity is a known risk factor for known risk factor for breast cancer. And so one thing is leading a healthy lifestyle in terms of diet and exercise. Both are things that are not only known to improve.
Can I ask? Is that BMI? Is that like the body mass index obesity?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, there's different risk factors that have been associated with increasing the risk of breast cancer. Obesity is one of them, and we know that leading a healthy lifestyle in terms of diet and exercise are preventative measures for breast cancers and other cancers. And not only that, for patients who already have had breast cancer and were treated for it, we also recommend the same thing to decrease the risk of recurrence. So these things are very important.
So a question is, does the size of the breast matter? Does that have an effect on whether you're more inclined?
Susceptible.
That's a good question. So there's two different things. So there's density of the breast, and then there's size of the breast. Density refers to basically how dense the tissue is, how thick it is. And we know that dense tissue is a risk factor that increases the risk for breast cancer. But that is different from size. So when it comes to size, we we don't really have any strong data to suggest that increases the risk of breast cancer. We know that there's some evidence that suggests that it might, but we don't really have any definitive data that proves that. So neither of these things, however, change the screening guidelines, really.
I see. Okay. And are there certain, ethnic backgrounds that are more susceptible to breast cancer than others?
I believe African Americans or Black race may be associated with an increased risk, and there's many other risk factors that are well known, but that somewhat increase the risk, including early onset of menstruation, and then there's late pregnancies, and then the less number of pregnancies, and of course then there's family history and so forth. Smoking, even alcohol increases the risk of breast cancer. So there are many risk factors that we are aware of. And then there's genetic risk factors.
Sure.
So I have a question about genetics. My grandmother passed away. This is Lisa. My grandmother passed away from breast cancer when my mom was in her teens. And my mom was recently tested for the BRCA gene, and she tested negative. But there's a lot of breast cancer also in my dad's side of the family. So does it typically come down through your mother's side, or it just doesn't matter?
So these are two very good questions right there. So regarding whether it comes from the mother's side or the father's side, it can come from either. So for breast cancer, like the BRCA gene and the other genes that are identified can come from either parent. So if it's a father who has a family history, and his sisters or other female family members who have breast cancer, then they could pass down the BRCA gene. And then so the other thing is that these are not the only genes. Now we have more elaborate genetic testing, so we're able to identify other genes that are associated with increased risk. And when we do that, we're able to develop a sort of model that kind of gives a predictive analysis on risk of breast cancer, and that by itself can affect screening guidelines. So long story short, if you have a significant family history of different cancers, you should discuss that with your doctor, and you may be someone who needs to talk to a genetic counselor. So the genetic counselors will draw a family tree for you, and then based on that, recommend certain genetic testing to be done.
And should that be done sooner than later when you know that it's, prevalent on both sides of your family?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I said, should you go to a genetic counselor sooner than later when you know that the cancer exists on both sides of your family?
Yeah, I mean, if you do know that you have like a significant family risk, then it's something that should be discussed with your physician sooner rather than later, because it's not just for breast, it's for other cancers.
Right.
That can be, and you may need sooner screening for certain things than we normally do routinely.
Right. Okay, that's very interesting.
So let me ask you a question. This is Kim. So I have had two of my very best friends within the past couple of years, have been diagnosed with breast cancer. One was like a stage 0, so she just went through some radiation. The other was stage 3, and she went through mastectomy and all of the chemo and all that. So my friend who was stage 0 was tested negative for the BRCA gene, but she was very seriously considering if she had gotten tested positive, because both her mother and her grandmother had breast cancer, to go through a mastectomy, even at the diagnosis of the BRCA gene. What do you feel do you feel that's necessary for someone to go ahead and address it before they actually have the cancer? Or, like Angelina Jolie went through and had her, had a mastectomy, even though she didn't have breast cancer, but she had the gene. Do you think that's something that's just individual, or is that something we should think about?
All of medicine now is individualized, but that's two separate things. So for patients who do have the gene, that significantly increases the risk of developing breast cancer at some point in their lifetime, and that's not just breast; that's also ovarian cancer as well.
Right.
So yes, it is recommended to decrease both of these risks. So getting a mastectomy for preventative purposes. Alternatively, if someone does not want to get a mastectomy, although it's recommended because the likelihood of developing breast cancer, having a positive gene, is anywhere between 70 to 80% during the lifetime.
Okay.
So it's pretty high.
Yeah.
Alternatively, there's, very frequent testing that can be done and, increased frequency of screening and so forth for those who really don't want it. And then for women who are of childbearing age, once they've sort of felt like they've completed their family or are not interested in having children, then we also recommend oophorectomy. So basically, it's removing the ovaries.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, makes sense.
I have to say that in my talking to my friends, that is something that I think I would do.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids, but I would, if I had the threat, I would just get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
So at this point, you've talked about treatment and it being really individualized.
Absolutely.
So if a woman were to be diagnosed today and come to you, then it's not just you go through chemo and radiation, what type of new treatments are out there for someone who's newly diagnosed?
So you don't have to go through all of these things. It's really dependent on different factors. So, we've made huge advances in breast cancers over the past decade. The first thing that is done is staging of the cancer. So with early stages of breast cancer, usually the first thing is surgery, either a lumpectomy or some sort of other surgery, which can be combined with other modalities, such as radiation. And then we talk about two other forms of treatment. There's hormonal therapy, which basically refers to medications that block the receptors, estrogen receptors and the progesterone receptors, for cancers that are positive for that. These types of cancers basically thrive on estrogen, and we give medications that lower the estrogen, or not lower the estrogen, but rather block certain receptors in order to basically deprive the cancer from that sort of risk. And that by itself is given through medications such as tamoxifen or Arimidex that's given over 5 to 10 years. So that's one form of treatment for certain types of breast cancers that are positive for hormonal receptors. Chemotherapy is for more advanced stages or other types of breast cancer that are associated with more high-risk features. And then there are certain breast cancers where we use something called like anti-HER2 receptor treatments, and these are sort of like a type of immunotherapy where it's an antibody that is given against these receptors and target these types of cancer cells. So there's a lot of things that we've made a lot of progress in breast cancer, and really breast cancer is like one of our success stories.
Okay.
Right now, the life expectancy for breast cancer has improved dramatically over the past decade.
That's awesome.
So it's a remarkable thing.
That's awesome. That's really good to hear. How about breast cancers in men? I mean, for the 2 men that listen to our podcast, we'd love to give any tips to them, any, words on that.
Breast cancer in men is extremely, extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
Men who have the BRCA gene mutations are at a somewhat increased risk, but even with that, the chances remain rare. And unfortunately, it's not, something that we have a screening recommendation for, given its rarity and the differences in presentation of it. But, there are other types of cancers that men should be worried about. Prostate cancer, for example, and all the other common cancers that we see in both men and women,
Right.
such as lung and colon. And all of these things do have screening recommendations.
So we can have you come back in June around Father's Day to talk about prostate cancer.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Happy Father's Day. Let's talk
Happy
about
Father's
your
Day.
prostate.
So thank you so much. That has been
Yeah, we're gonna-
amazing information, but we cannot let you leave because what grabbed us to you was your pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we cannot go away without talking about those because I was with my co-podcast mate Kim, and I said, "Look at this man on Instagram," And then we were like, okay, he's a doctor. And then we scrolled. Okay, he's an artist. Okay, he likes to
He's
cook.
a musician.
Okay, wait, he's a musician.
He's a Renaissance man.
So can you just tell us a little bit about you, the not doctor? Because
Right, you have a lot of passions.
You are an enigma to us.
I'm personally in love with you, but you didn't hear that from me.
And she's single. And
I'm-
you didn't hear that from
I'm very-
me.
Well, I'm very flattered. My life is not as exciting as I portray it to be on Instagram.
Well,
I'm
none of
very
ours
boring.
are. Yeah.
I mean, I think all of us have different things that we enjoy and we prioritize. And for me, fitness is one of the things that is an essential part of my daily routine. A lot of people ask, how do you make time for it?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all about making it a lifestyle change. It just becomes part of your daily routine, kind of like showering or having lunch or breakfast. If you
Right.
don't do those things, you feel like there's something wrong, and you have to get to a point where if you're someone who's interested in fitness, it becomes like that. It becomes part of your daily routine. It's a lifestyle modification, really.
Well, when did that become important to you? Were you young? Were you
I
old?
started when I was in med school, actually.
Oh.
So that was maybe like 7 or 8 years ago.
Probably helped to release
It's been a
some
while.
stress for you, probably, because it's so stressful.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great way to reduce stress.
You're talking all smart, and we hear you, and you sound so smart. But we look at your pictures, and we see a whole lot of pecs.
Whole lot of pecs?
A whole lot of pecs. And we enjoy those pecs. But what's up with do you love selfies? Are you a selfie guy?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I love selfies and I love Instagram filters
Keep them up.
and,
We love it too.
We love it too.
You know what I have to say, though, is I love that you are very funny. And some of the YouTube stuff you've done, hilarious.
So we've got some stalkers. I'm not one of them, but these two girls have been stalking
No,
you.
we did research.
The two married ones.
Research. They guised it under research. I call them stalkers, but whatever.
Is there anything, we're going to link to your Instagram. Is there anything you want us to say about you? Anything?
Are you single? Do you need me to come to Ohio and introduce myself?
No, he
Oh,
does not.
oh, sorry.
You leave that poor guy alone.
He's not poor. He's a very busy doctor.
Can I tell you? Doctors have a lot of insurance.
well, I mean, what I can tell, the message I try to deliver through social media and so forth is that, you can make time for anything that you want. If you're busy with your career, that doesn't mean that you still can't do other things that you enjoy, and that you should never let yourself go.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Was music really big in your family when you grew up?
No, it's just me, actually.
Really?
I play the keyboard and the piano.
We know.
Oh, yeah. I hope you saw my covers on YouTube.
We did.
Stalkers.
I'm trying to get more views on those.
Stalkers.
And, but, it's hard to make time sometimes. Like, you may have noticed that I only post, a cover once or twice a year. And the music that I personally produce, I've never published yet. I'm kind of hoarding it until the right moment.
Oh, right. You're a producer,
I'm
too.
not sure when that is, but-
Right. You're a producer, too. Are you a producer for other people or just yourself?
No, just for me.
Okay.
Just a little passion project there.
Kind of like what we're doing here.
Exactly,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's good to have a passion.
You're a busy guy, and we thank you so much for spending some time with us. It's been awesome.
Yeah, we really, really appreciate you coming on. It means so much to us, and this is a big, important month for women and for us. And we really reached out to you, and you
Right on it.
grabbed
That was
on,
awesome.
and we so much thank you for doing this for
Well,
us.
absolutely. I hope this was helpful. And, I enjoyed this as well. This was my very first podcast.
Oh,
And
ding, ding,
I'm
ding, ding,
glad
ding.
that during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and just to remind everyone, make sure you're following screening guidelines, you're getting checked. It doesn't take that much time, and insurance covers it, so it shouldn't be a money issue as well. And for young women to kind of look at your risk factors And if you do examine your breast, do it in a correct way. And there's a lot of online resources on how to do that, but do not get very anxious about it because most of the time it's not something serious. But yeah, don't let yourself go and stay healthy.
Well, thank you so much, and you're going to be our guy, so...
We're going to be contacting you a lot.
Well, no, not a lot. Maybe a couple times a year
All right, feel free.
for different topics and subjects, but we really appreciate you, and shout out Dr. Yazan for all of his good words and advice, and we will tag you on your Instagram and follow those pectoralis muscles, because they're good.
Well, thank you again for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We'll be in touch.
All right, take
Okay.
care.
You
Okay,
too.
bye.
Bye.
All right, so we just...
That was awesome, right?
We just interviewed Dr. Yazan Abou-Ismail he's a clinical fellow at Case Western Reserve University, and he's a
Thank you.
cancer doctor, and
A hematologist.
We first of all thought we were getting catfish. We thought like Joe Schmo was going to show up on the phone and gonna be like, butthole. We did
Okay.
what?
I didn't think that.
I didn't think that at all. I don't even know what. No, it's too hot. I can't.
I thought some Joe Schmo was going to come on and be like, hey,
No.
fool.
I thought we were gonna get the
He
plumber.
was beautiful.
Yes,
He was
I thought we
Joe
were
the
getting
plumber.
plumber.
No.
No, he was absolutely
He was
amazing.
amazing.
Articulate.
Thank you.
Super
Dr.
thanks. Like,
Y.
you were amazeballs. We wanted to get into so much deeper with you about,
But we
life,
didn't want to take on your time.
and we didn't want to scare you.
And
know?
we will be
but
back.
we'll be back, and we'll get you another
like
time.
I said, June is
June.
Prostate cancer.
We'll be back
Prostate
next
cancer.
month, Dr. Yazan. Don't you worry about
But
us.
we'll
Oh.
find a cancer for
Can
next
Dr. Yazan be a monthly guy on our...
I
I
think so.
mean, we could have some questions for the doctor.
The man...
Maybe not monthly. He's got to work out. He's got a life. He's got a woman.
But, whoa.
or me.
He wrote us back.
He might have me.
Keep up the good work. He has
Aw.
no idea what we're doing.
We love you.
And
Doesn't even matter.
There's no good work. But we, you know what?
No,
we try.
He
No,
clearly
try.
has like the most sensitive, kind bedside manner. I bet he like explains everything to his patients in layman's terms. He makes them feel comfortable.
I was
he helps
actually
the families.
feeling that.
Yeah, he made me feel good.
I was actually feeling like if I were to be diagnosed,
I'm going to him.
I'm going to Case Western Reserve.
Yeah, I can just tell
Yeah.
after like so many jerk doctors
He's a
and
good guy.
with my mom, he has like a really nice, comforting bedside manner that would make mammograms. He would make family members and his patients
And
feel
I think your history and your family
Although-
life and everything feeds into that.
I would want him to take his shirt off if he's going to come in the room and talk to me.
Danny. I don't know where you
What
are, Danny.
is wrong with your wife,
But
Danny?
your wife
Have you
is
seen that?
sprung.
Look at this man.
Yeah, he's hot. I mean, he's hot. You can't get
Well,
away
do
from
you
it.
normally cook with your shirt off?
Doc, you can
Doctor.
cook anytime you want with your
Except
shirt off.
Dr. Yazan
I think I'm in the
said
scrubs.
all the right things except for
Will you marry
breast
me?
cancer comes through both sides of the family.
Well,
That
only
was a
for
great
you.
tidbit. No, not only for Lisa, for lots of people who have
For
breast
everyone
cancer.
who has
No,
two
she
sides.
just didn't want to hear that.
I don't want
Yeah,
to hear
that's
that
what I mean.
because
But you needed to hear it.
My mom has tested negative, so I'm in the clear. But my grandfather had like 7 sisters who all died of breast cancer.
Oh my God, really?
But in those days, like
There was no
no diagnosis. It's like
Yeah.
you've got boobs, you're dead. It's breast cancer.
Right.
Like that's what
It
you're
could have
diagnosed.
or couldn't have.
It
yeah.
Your
could've-
dad's sisters, all of them have passed already?
My dad's father's.
Okay, I was
sisters.
lost. I'm like, wait a minute. Wow,
His dad's aunts.
So breast
Aunts.
cancer,
Aunts.
everyone knows someone, everyone has
Right.
someone, everyone is.
What's crazy? I
Yeah.
don't know anybody with breast cancer. Knock
Really?
on wood.
really?
I have to.
Knock on mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention to him. I was gonna ask him about environmental stuff because growing up, there was like 6 of us who
That's
hung
so
out
true.
That's a
together.
good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
And 4 of the 6 of us have been diagnosed.
Well, for our high school, I'm younger than you, but I've had, from our own high school, we've had 5 people year above
Yeah.
or below me that have passed of cancer in the last 3 years.
I only know 2 of them, so now I'm worried.
Yeah.
You only know 2?
For us,
You might be 2 more then. Who are your 2?
Stop it.
No, we're
I
not
wanna
going to talk about
Name
online.
2 you know.
We're
No,
not
I
going to
know
talk about
lots.
Not online.
No, I really want to know. There's something. Why can't you say that online? What
We'll
does
cut
that
it.
matter? No, that's not shortcut. That's okay.
Okay, so what's her face?
Kristen?
Okay. And the other what's her face? Who you know? Who
Is the
just
Kristen
was
the one you
recent.
posted about last year?
And then
Oh, no,
other-
that's Gina.
Gina
You know
and Kristen.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have 5.
And who
Yeah.
else?
Patrick Kasicki.
Pat Kasicki, I did see
Jason Burke. Not Jason.
Birch.
Yeah, Jason.
And that's 4.
And then there's one more, and that is, give me 2 seconds.
So you
But
think
these
they
were all
have-
different kinds of cancers?
Yeah.
So you think it's
2
like a local thing?
2 had brain cancer, actually.
Yeah.
I think I have brain cancer every
I have
day
to-
when I get a headache.
It's not that I
I'm
think
like,
it's a
oh, this
local
is the
thing, but
end.
what if it was a high school thing? What if there was something in our
So
school?
for me, there was a lot of things about because we had a company who used to dump their their stuff locally, and so there's a lot of saying
Waste.
there's a
You mean like
cluster
waste.
of cancer in a certain area, and 4 of my friends
Have
it.
those friends stayed in the area? The ones that have been diagnosed?
1,
I mean, I know that
2,
shouldn't
3.
matter.
3 have.
Well, the longer they're there, you would think the worse. It's just like Agent Orange, was that what it was called, up in Frederick, over at Fort Detrick?
Oh, Fort Detrick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so many people up in Frederick in that cluster. My mom actually moved
I
up
believe
there.
that because
Yeah, it is true.
I
It
know
has
some
to
of the
be
things
true.
they were doing at Fort Detrick, and
Yeah,
that
it
was
has got to
not
be true.
good.
There's far too
Yeah.
many people in that like 5-mile radius that were right there that have had cancer and the worst of cancers. So yeah, environment. We should have asked
But
them that. That's a good
that's a
question.
good
We should
question.
have
In
asked
terms
them.
of
Next time.
that
I feel like we
company
could text
dumping, my dad lives there
Still.
and he grew up there, and he was just diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. My stepmother was just diagnosed with an autoimmune disease.
Same one?
Different. And there were in talking, there were multiple people in the area
Same thing.
diagnosed with autoimmune disease.
Wow.
And scleroderma is not a common
No.
autoimmune disease.
Wait, so they've all got that?
There's at least 3 or 4 people in a
Certain nucleus mile radius.
quarter-mile area.
Radius, yeah.
My dad's is Graves' disease, and my stepmother is scleroderma. And then there's what's another one? I can't think of it, but there's a lot of them right in that cluster, and so they're wondering.
Which is funny because autoimmune you wouldn't think is environmental, but I guess environmental.
Well, a
causes
lot of
can
the stuff that they
trigger
were
it.
dumping is lead, cadmium. A
Get
lot
them
of
out
that
of
stuff is in the dirt. And my stepmother is like an avid gardener, and so she was in the dirt all the time. So when they had the EPA or whoever it is who comes and tests the dirt, it was skyrocketed.
I'll bet we can text him and just.
Yeah, we certainly
I think we should ask if that is it's gotta be.
It
It's
has
gotta
to
be
be.
something related
Has
to
to be.
cancer. It's
So,
gotta be.
is this company still dumping, or have they already stopped?
So they've stopped dumping. They're still. This was back in the 70s, so
Well,
70s and
imagine how much is
80s,
down there.
right? It's got to be tons. And I remember as a kid going over into these areas and looking and finding
Shit.
glass and things that were dumped.
Were they
They were at the time a glass company. I'm not going to say who it is, but I mean, that was kind of. But it's big in my town, and they don't anymore. I mean, it is obviously the laws have
of course,
changed
yeah.
hugely.
But it's a well-known thing. Was there a lawsuit against them?
there will
they're
be.
working on it.
They're working on a
like
class
the
action
There's
lawsuit.
a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah, that would be a class
where
action
that
lawsuit.
that fish comes out with 3 eyes.
Yeah, right.
Don't watch.
So
that.
it's not. I mean, and supposedly in the same area, there's a cancer cluster.
Well,
Right
it sounds
now,
like it's just from your friends.
for my friends, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying about
So
ours.
what he was saying was really interesting because a cousin of mine just was diagnosed with like some kind of throat cancer and went
Doesn't
to
smoke?
Johns Hopkins. No
Yeah.
smoking. And had immunology. So they used his own immune system to fight
His own cancer,
his own cancer.
and it worked.
And it worked. And he's
Yeah.
cancer free right
That's
now.
the new
That's
thing right
amazing.
now. I mean, that's some of the things that the biotech industry is doing right now. Is
Really?
it's individualized,
Like your own
Yes,
antibodies.
well, that's exactly what
Individualized
he said.
medicine.
Individualized medicine. Where
So your own antibodies within our cells, we can fight off some cancers. That's really
That's kind of what
interesting.
I also
I kind of
need-
do in my company,
That's what you all
and
have?
that's what we help other companies do. Is
You
try
guys are based are focused on cancer or just in disease in general?
disease in general. Yeah. So it's focused on individualized medicine and what your body is
Can
saying and what it can fight and what it can't. And so it's measuring what's in your own body and how it reacts to other things. So that's the big thing now.
And I need you both to go watch The Magic Pill on Netflix.
Oh, you did mention you were watching that.
It was amazing. This woman was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she said, just like everything else, everything feeds off of sugar.
Yeah.
And she stopped feeding her body sugar, and she just killed the cancer because she stopped feeding it sugar.
And that's what it needed to
And
grow.
that's what it needed.
I mean, we
to
have
grow.
to know that what we're putting in our bodies, especially today, is so much different than what our grandparents put in. And though they died younger and they had other, ailments, it was nothing like what we have today.
Yeah.
And it's because our government allows so much bullshit to get into the food that we eat.
The Magic Pill. Please
I'm going to go watch it this afternoon.
It's about the keto diet, which we've done, and it's about, you see a girl that's autistic goes on the keto diet and all of a sudden is speaking. It's like,
well, that's what
her brain,
Halle Berry
needs
was
the
saying.
fats that we're giving ourselves from the keto diet, and it's saying everything that's been bad in our lives is the sugar.
It is the sugar.
I love sugar too. Can we go eat those cookies from the summer house that you bought?
Anyway, so thank you for listening to us. Thank you for listening to Dr. Yazan.
And we're going to totally just retweet the hell out of Dr. Yazan because he's
amazing. He was awesome. Thank you so much.
He's worth listening to and looking at. And when he wears blue, Doc, just so you know, yes, blue is your color. Blue.
But anyway, so thank you so much. This has been a great episode, I think, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and in any kind of cancer awareness
Let's get ourselves
month.
some pink teas, girls, before the month's out.
Pink teas.
Let's get some pink teas.
We got
can
it.
work on that.
All right.
All I know is this. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. I'm walking. Know when to run. You better count your money. While you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. Bye, Fetty Wap.